Coronavirus is primarily spread by droplets that come from one person and are taken in by another. Now, how are droplets spread? Well, if a person coughs or sneezes in an area, droplets are expelled into the air. So these droplets can be inhaled. You might breathe them in, or someone else might breathe them in, or they may land on surfaces. Different surfaces may allow this virus to live longer than others, sometimes up to several days, whereas on some surfaces the virus dies more easily. Well, how did the virus get from the surface to you? Well, you come along and you touch the surface where the virus is. You then touch your face or your mouth or your nose or your eyes, and the virus then enters the body where it takes up residence. Sooner or later, what it does is it gets into the cells. And you know, the coronavirus is interesting. Those little knobs that you see sticking out of the coronavirus are protein spikes. And those protein spikes, once they get into the body, they look for a place to attach on the cell. They attach to the cell. And once they attach to the cell, they enter. Now, here's where it really gets fun. The virus goes in and takes over the particles of your DNA in your cell and puts its own DNA or RNA in your cell and starts to replicate itself. It starts to make more of itself. Eventually, that cell ruptures, and many more of the particles go out and attach to other cells. Once this takes hold in your body, your immune system starts to respond to it. But often, the infection is so overwhelming that by the time the immune system begins to respond, it's too late to stop it. And so the person is overwhelmed by the infection and they die. We have no effective treatment for this virus. Nothing is out there at this time that can change it or make it better. We do have some drugs that they have found that sort of reduce the length of time of the infection in individuals that are severely ill. But the truth is, we have no treatment that is adequate and appropriate to stop this virus from affecting individuals like it does. There is currently no vaccine and none expected for 6 months to a year, because that's how long it takes to make a vaccine. And then we're hoping that the vaccine is going to be effective. One of the most important things that must happen with the vaccine is immunity. If you take a vaccine and you get an immunity for a month or two, that's not going to keep you from being reinfected from this virus. There's a lot of information that you're hearing in the public nowadays. Please, folks, do not buy the hype. Listen to the scientists. Listen to the individuals who have studied this for years. And they're telling you that you need to wear a mask. Wear a mask. 2 reasons. One is to protect others from you, and the other reason is to protect you from others. Masks have been proved to be effective. Hand washing. So how do you properly wash your hands? Go in the bathroom. You get the soap on your hands after you use it. Rub it in. Run the hot water or warm water over your hands as warm as you can take it. And sing happy birthday to me. Twice. Just sing it twice. Approximately 20 seconds will have passed. And once you finish that, you have killed most of the bacteria and viruses that you have on your hands with proper soap and water. Rinse the soap off, get your paper towels, then turn the water off. Don't turn the water off till you get the paper towels after you've dried your hands. Use that same paper towel to open the door to the bathroom so that you can exit without touching it. Because if you've ever been in the bathroom for a period of time, you know that certain people will come in, use it, and pass by the sinks. They don't even touch it or wash their hands at all, and then leave. I implore you to be vigilant, to avoid being around sick people. And personally, if you start to get symptoms that you suspect could be COVID-19, please go and get tested. This disease affects so many organ systems in the body that it could be multiple different symptoms that you could get, from nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, to shortness of breath and cough, to fever, to chills, to body ache. There's so many different things it could be. Don't delay. If you can get tested, get tested. Reach out to your doctor if you can't get tested, and they can arrange it for you. Be vigilant, be safe.